Welcome to the Conversations with Concerned Citizens podcast. Here we talk about societal issues, trending topics, and soapbox conversations, with the hope of coming up with solutions by attacking the ideas and not the person. Sometimes we're prophetic too. Always check your emotions at the door. We appreciate your participation, as it helps to bring a broader perspective in solving the problem. We are a podcast for the concerned citizens. Thank you for being here. The show will start shortly.
Grand Rising and happy Thursday, family. Right now I'm solo dolo. If Godmama can come through, she will. But we didn't get our watch hours in yesterday, so I had to come today. I hope y'all are having a wonderful week. Time is flying by. How is it already June 4th? How? Time is flying by. Anywho, I've got a lot on the docket today because we didn't go live yesterday. And our Monday show was a hoot and a holla and a key and it was a mess. I thoroughly enjoyed myself and I appreciate everybody that had came through on Monday. On the lineup, and I see Neptune's in the comment. Hold on, let me get over here to the comments. Neptune's like, it's not an all-white jury. It's just there aren't any blacks. Yes, I know, baby. I was doing a little bit of click baiting today, okay? And the juror names haven't been put out, so we don't know if it's an all-white jury. We don't know. We don't know, but we fixing to find out. Ooh, y'all come in, grab your smokes, grab your tea, grab your water. Let's get comfortable and let's get into this show. Hey, C. Wilson. Hi, baby. Nev said, stop with the clickbaiting. Well, I kind of had to because just the tension we got going on in our sectors right now. I figured, why not? Why the fuck not? Grand Rising, C. Wilson. She says yes to the question. Well, we don't know. We don't know if it's an all-white jury. But we do know there is no black people. American black people, I'll say that much. There's no people of true melanin color on the. So this isn't a black and white thing. Hi, Imes Road. This isn't a black and white. He brought a knife to a school event and stabbed someone to death. I absolutely agree. And it's the parents of Fresno. It is the community of Fresno. Y'all know better. Quit playing out there. That little boy had no business. And there's all kinds of excuses. Let's get into it, family. I don't have screen share for this. This is just off the dome with it. And thank you, Nep. Monday was fire. It was a crazy show. Okay. Once I got down, I felt like I got pistol whipped. Okay. You know that the jury is not white. Okay. He knows. Have it at the Capitol. Ugh. It doesn't need to go that far. These were high school students. And you guys, I don't know if you have any high school students, nieces, nephews, anybody around you. These kids are getting active in the schools. Okay. They're bringing guns, they're bringing drugs. I mean, which is nothing new, depending on what city location grew up and did your schooling at. But they're getting jiggy out here. When this first came out, when the incident first happened, it immediately was a race division. It was immediately making excuses on why Karmelo had a knife at a track meet. People were saying, well, sometimes you have to use it to cut the tie, to cut this, to cut that. Where's the adults at? Why weren't there any adults there that have the pocket knife or the coach or the this? Kids don't need to carry pocket knives. I do not know if what he was wearing. I don't know what the clothes were, family. I don't know if he had somewhere else to be after the track meet that required a pocket knife, or if he just came from somewhere that required a pocket knife. But no weapons should be on any school campus or any school function. The end. Now, what happened after that, I do not know. So I'll say Karmelo is in the wrong for having a weapon on campus or on school grounds or at a school function. Yes, absolutely. Abso-freaking-lutely. Yes, yes. Yes, I know what you meant. You're saying there's no black people. I know. We know. You're going to keep sure. NEP is going to be letting us know that this is a clickbait title and that there is just no black people. There could be agents. I heard that there could be some Indians on the jury because Fresno is known to have, quite a decent Indian population. Anywho, I don't know, but was it self-defense? I don't know. We haven't seen any leaked footage. Nobody's really come out. I mean, the brother came out and gave his side when this first came out. I should probably find that. If I can find that while I'm on this topic, I'll play it. But if not, we're moving on. But the brother came out and, pretty much, I'm talking about Austin's brother, the Metcalf brother. He came out and said that, yeah, Karmelo was the aggressor and he was asked to leave and an altercation, ensued. I mean, think about it. These are young men full of hormones at a track meet. There's already some competition in the air. And then we don't, this opposing runner comes over to you. Yeah, they might have gotten an altercation. I'm not excusing that behavior. I'm just saying it tracks. However, how do you have time to pull out a pocket knife, flip it open and it was just one stab wound, right in the chest. The assault, the action couldn't have been all that crazy. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to, I'm not as quick as I used to be with the draw, but to do a pocket knife maneuver and then into the chest area, that's the brawl and tussle couldn't have been that hardcore. Sounds like he was getting bullied. That's also something that's going out there. The media wants to divide. Well, of course, that's what the media has always done. Exactly what I just did. Buzzwords, clickbait, have people, really pondering something that they don't have facts of. So do your research, family. People should keep their hands, feet, and objects to themselves. We learned that in grade school. We do, but we know that's not the case when dealing with hormones and emotions of teenagers. No other country in this world has this problem, but this one, make it make sense. Second Amendment lobbyists are silent when stuff happens at these schools. I mean, all the Second Amendment people can't really speak on this one because it wasn't a firearm. Twins were 200 pounds plus abs. Karmelo was 135'7". Yes, I agree with you, Neptunes, but why was he in their tent? I've heard stories that, it was raining. He was just there for cover. I heard that he went over there to ask for some type, I don't know if it was tape or ace bandage. I heard that he went over there for that. And they were bullying. Why not leave? Are people, if you're getting you're not cornered, or was he cornered? Was his back up against the bleachers somehow? Make it make sense. I understand that you have a right to defend yourself and you have a right to this, that, and the other, But when you're going under, and it's not their property per se, but it's their tent. Again, we don't know all the details. We could come out and find out a whole different thing. I'm just saying, I don't. Why wouldn't you move around? Okay, James. Happy Thursday, babe. I hope you have a wonderful day. Why wouldn't you, move around with that? We all got into fights in high school and was bullied, but we didn't stab each other. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And it happens. I'm in agreement. Keep your hands and all your stuff to yourself. And who knows? Do we know if Karmelo walked in that tent and was like confrontational or had some type of attitude? We don't know. And maybe they came back with some energy. We don't know. Or did he come over there like a meek child and, oh, poor me? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. We're at a track meet. These athletes have some confidence about them. And hopefully some know-with-all to, whatever. I've also heard rumors that these kids didn't get along at school or they had a situation at other places. Again, this is all alleged. I don't know. And it's going to come out. We are going to keep up with this trial, though, for our Watch Hour Wednesdays. The judge did not allow, he banned cameras in court. So there won't be any audio. There won't be any camera footage. Nick at Night is reporting. You guys know she's a wonderful, I'll call her a independent journal-ish type person. So I won't be playing or streaming any of her stuff, but I'll be gathering notes for her and then, detailing what I can on Wednesdays over here. We'll be keeping up with it. There's another trial we'll be keeping up with. Let's switch some gears. Too bad we won't see ABCD no a lot because it isn't televised. Yeah, because it won't be televised. Okay, my autocorrect is not working. Okay. I hope he's acquitted. Okay, a lot of people feel that way. And I heard that he's facing some serious time, something like up to 99 years or something. It's tragic, family. At the end of the day, this is just tragic. Either way it turns, I hope that Karmelo didn't have any intention of killing that young boy. But when you pull out a weapon of any sort and you have an intention of using it against a human, whether it's self-defense or not, death is always an option. It's always on the table. So, yeah, I didn't have intention of killing him. I just wanted it, baby. Well, that's what happens. And if why, again, you're at a track meet. Why didn't you run away? I don't know. And you're saying today's youth is softer. I don't know about that. Today's youth is definitely, they have a lot going on. Today's youth is the first to have, be born in social media era, to have all the conveniences of DoorDash and instant gratification, and so they've got their hands full, and praying for the youth for sure. Twins put hands on him first. Can't predict how someone will reply back. There you go. Can't be mad at that. I also think that they were in his area. It's not like the twins went to Karmelo's tent. Karmelo went to the twins' tent. You know what I mean? Texas is a stand your ground, and that's why I'm saying stand your ground when you're in your area. If somebody comes into your tent, no, you don't have the right to, but you have the right to say, hey, get out of my tent. Hey, get out of my area. Hey, what are you doing here? You can't just rifle through my things. But we'll see, family. I really hope that this isn't, I really hope there's more to the story, and I hope we get to the bottom of it. And I hope we have a good judge and a decent jury. Whether there are no Black people on the jury. And listen, I had this thought last night. I said, if there's no Black people on the jury and Karmelo gets off, The white people can no longer say, or the people who are harboring racial, trauma or whatever they got going on, they can no longer say it was a racial bias to it. So do we even know if there's any white people? Is it a juror full of just Mexicans and Asians and Indians? Because Texas is a melting pot. So we don't know. I guess we'll find out. There could be no whites, there could be no blacks, and there could be everything else in between. That way, hopefully it's not a bunch of chows. Ooh, let's switch gears, family. Let's switch gears, because this trial is just heating up. It's just getting started. So lots of tensions going on there. And we'll be keeping our eyes to it. But let's switch gears with this guy that just got found not guilty. If y'all don't know about the Cho incident, he shot a young man named Cyrus. And he just got found not guilty over there in South Carolina. And come to find out, the man who shot Cyrus had already shot 2 other people. Oh, baby, we're going to switch gears. But before we switch gears, family, I can't believe I didn't start the show off this way. Congratulations to the Knicks last night. That was a really good game. Game 1 was intense. It was everything I needed it to be. And the Knicks pulled through, so I got to give it to them. I'm not a Knicks hater, and I'm not a Spurs fan. I'm just choosing to rock with the Spurs because I'm a Texan. However, my daddy's from the Bronx, so I'm not mad if the Knicks win. Shout out to the Knicks. Okay, Ghetto, where's your sports show? Get up here and walk us through game 1. Anywho, why is it important? It is not to me. It's not. But it's causing an uproar. It's causing an uproar. People are, oh shoot, people don't get on Twitter, don't get on Facebook. They are showing out. Black people are upset that they are not on the jury, but like I said, if they find Karmelo Anthony, they're going to blame, well, there was no blacks on the jury. But if he gets acquitted or found not guilty, then the whites can't say shit. So, I don't know. We'll be keeping up with it. Again, unfortunate situation. I wasn't there, but I believe Cyrus pulled a gun. That's part of it. And it's not that he pulled a gun, it's that he had a gun on him. There was witnesses that testified saying that they saw a gun. They did not see it in his hand. Okay? And it was found on the ground. But so was everything else that was in Homeboy's pockets. Not just the gun fell out. It was his phone, and I think not a wallet, but something else came out of his pocket. Yeah, we're going to get into that. I'm a Spurs fan. Okay, let's go Spurs. Come on. Hold on, let me jump back up here. C. Wilson says, I hope it's an all-black jury. Richard the Builder. I do too. I fucking do too. We're going to talk about Chud the Builder. He's going to be our main event. Oh gosh, Chud the Builder. And come to find out, Chud the Builder wasn't even supposed to be at court that day. But the victim was. I thought Chud the Builder was supposed to be there for some non-related, some other stuff, but no. Come to find out, he wasn't. Anyways, yeah, shout out to the Knicks though. Texas will give him 2 to 20. Well, is he getting charged? Is it? I need to look up what the actual charges are. Excuse me. Why isn't him? Oh, hold on. I wasn't there, but oh yeah, Cyrus pulled a gun. I'm a Spurs fan. Okay, I have too many issues. Come on, James. I have too many issues with the self-defense he claiming and other things to say in the chat. I agree. F the Knicks. Brunson. He's out there killing it, boy. That sweet, innocent boy, Chow, or are you talking about Chud, shot, had a pistol. Chow shot. Oh, Chow. Yeah. Cho shot. Had a pistol with a switch and a 30-round mag. Wow, I didn't know I had a 30-round mag with it. I knew it was a pistol, but I didn't know it had a 30-round mag with it. Is that the other thing that fell out of the pocket then? Was the magazine? As long as the jury is fair, I'm good too. Exactly. That's all I care about. That's all I care about. Exactly. Can we get fair, blind justice? That's it. At this point, I think people should, never mind. See, I think people should be blindfolded when they go into court. And you can only, you know what I mean? Don't worry about the color of their skin. Let the jury do their job. If he's found guilty, he won't get more than 5 years, in my opinion. Possibly. 0 and no money. The idiom shot. Yes, that's Chud. So we're having two different conversations in the chat. Some of y'all are talking about Chow. Some of y'all are up on the Chud. Okay, well, let me stick with it. Let's stick with Chow, and then we'll jump to Chud. All right, family, let's look up Chud. I have this little video. Y'all know I love to go to my little tiki-taki and get y'all a little video together. Let's go over here. We're going to do TikTok. All right, this lady put it in a perspective for us. So let's listen to it.
This was his third shooting. The jury didn't get to know that, but I'm going to make sure that you know about the 2 previous shootings before Rick Chow was found not guilty for taking the life of 14-year-old Cyrus Carmack Belton. 2015, a woman stole beer and peanuts. Chow says that she then threatened his life, and then she got in a vehicle, so he shot at that vehicle 6 times. Now, thank goodness no one was hurt, but Chow was not charged. Investigators called it self-defense. The second time was in 2018. A man stole oven cleaner. Chow says that that man then assaulted him, so he shot him twice. No charges. Self-defense. The man who stole the oven cleaner, though, he was charged in connection with that case. And then we get to 2023. That's when 14-year-old Cyrus went into a convenience store owned by Rick Chow. Chow said that he stole water. Surveillance video showed that he did not. Cyrus ran from that store, and he ran so hard during the 130-yard chase where Rick Chow was chasing him with a weapon and with his son. Cyrus, this child, ran so fast that he ran out of one of his shoes and his belongings fell out of his pocket, including a weapon. And then he was shot in the back as he was running away. Chow and his son said that Cyrus pointed that weapon at them, and that's why Chow fired. But they're the only people who say that. The other witnesses say they never saw anything in Cyrus's hand. And according to the prosecution's experts, Cyrus was shot in the back while he was running away. So how would he have been pointing a weapon that was on the ground that had fallen out of his pocket as he ran for his life? And a lot of people want to say, well, a 14-year-old had a weapon. That's the end of the story. Not guilty for Chow. Having a weapon, no matter what age, does not automatically mean someone gets to take your life. Is it A-okay hunky-dory that a 14-year-old had a weapon? No, but that is not the end of this case. I personally do not believe that he was pointing it at Chow or his son. I believe the witnesses that were there that didn't have a relative on the line for going to prison for this. Other people want to say, well, he may have put the water down, but he planned to steal. Planning to steal or even stealing should not be a death sentence. If he stole a bottle of water, which he did not, but even if he did, call the police. Put up a sign that says this kid stole a bottle of water, a basic necessity of life, and he's no longer allowed in this store. If a woman steals beer and peanuts, call the police. Put up a sign that says this woman stole beer and peanuts. She's not allowed in this store. If a man steals oven cleaner, put up a sign. Call the police. None of those things should be death sentences. And the fact that people are online saying, well, he intended to steal. Well, he had a weapon. You think that means a 14-year-old child should have died? I hope you'll really think about that. I just wanted to make sure everyone knows about the 2 previous shootings. The jury did not, and I have to wonder if that would have changed their opinion. But of course, since they were self-defense and Chow wasn't charged, of course the jury didn't know about it. I wonder what they'll think about it when they find out. Rest in peace to Cyrus Carmack Belton. Let me know if anything in this video changed your perspective.
Wow. So imagine you're on the jury and you say not guilty, and then come find out he done shot 2 other people, and killed one of them. Baby, I see y'all in chat. What up, though, Mayor? Yeah, Clyde denounced a couple of people from the black sector last night. Her show was funny. Go check the replay. We ain't up here. Well, yeah, I did clickbait a title. I clickbait a title, but other than that, come on in, hit the up like. Okay, so to this child situation, family. And this lady, I mean, okay, I hear her. She's talking about 14-year-olds. He's a child. I mean, okay, I get it. But then she starts talking about it doesn't matter the age. Listen, no 14-year-old needs a pistol with a mag. No, none. None. Why did he? And then I don't know if you guys saw the video footage of where it shows him taking out the 4 bottles of water and then putting them back. And people were like, yeah, he's probably looking for the coldest one, yada, yada, yada. Yo, yeah, Mr. Chow is sick of these niggas. That's what it is, okay? Mr. Chow said, oh, yeah, watch this. Listen, your kid should not have a freaking firearm. And then I even listened to the medical examiner or person who did testify and say, yes, the kid was shot in the back. Cyrus was shot in the back. And it had like pierced through some back part, and then it hit a lung and it bounced up and it hit his heart or something like that. And so the defense was like, well, is there a possibility at that angle that he could have been slightly turning back? And the medical expert said, yes, there is a small possibility that he could have been turned just a little bit, but not fully turned back, I guess, to be shooting, I guess. Either way, he was found not guilty. Mr. Chow, South Carolina is not having it. His business is, they're rioting out there. They're getting jiggy out there. And, oh, my dog, hold on. I forgot to shut my door. Hold on one second. You see my mail lady. So they're out there acting a fool. And now he's got police. It's all, been taped off and heavy police presence. And people are driving by. Well, hell, I think Tariq Nasheed posted a video about it. Let me go over here and look. Let me come over here, family. Let's look. I think Tariq Nasheed posted some video of the police presence. And the person that was recording was like, it's okay. We're still going to burn that motherfucker down. Oh, Mr. Chow. Yeah, okay, I got it. Let's share screen. Here we go. Chow. I don't like thieves either. I really don't. Go back to cutting their hands off. Okay, let's look.
Oh, hell no.
Hold on.
Why this lady Uber? Okay. Damn!
Yeah, that's all popos right there.
Oh, hell no.
State troopers.
Okay. I hope she got that over here. We still gonna burn the store down. Fuck! It's really, I'm sorry, man. It's not fair, you understand. Why this lady
Damn, their gas prices are $3.95 right now? Oh, they got cheap gas over there.
Uber. Okay. Damn, deep.
Yeah, so they deep, and you hear the lady, oh, we still gonna burn it down. Girl, who is we? Who is we? Child, self-incriminate if you want to, baby. Ain't gonna be me. Ain't gonna be me. Okay? It's not. He sold it a while ago, so they're destroying an innocent person's store who has nothing to do with Mr. Chow. Oh, really? Oh, he done sold the store and they still outside like that? Wow. Wow. She better stay away from that store, okay? Wow. So he sold it and they don't even, oh my gosh. Oh, we're going to have to do a fatigue live. Okay. Anywho, moving right along. Let's move on to our main event. We're here for Chud the Builder. So Chow got off. Y'all see people are out there acting a fool. Police presence is heavy. They were acting a fool outside the courthouse as well, but we're not going to get into that. Let's go over here. We're going to get into Chud the Builder. for a little bit. Let's switch gears. What time is it? Yeah, we got time. We got time for Chud the Builder. Because, baby. Oh, let's do a quick intermission. Y'all seen Charleston White talking to the crib? Hold on. Let's play this one real quick, and then we'll get in Chud the Builder. Let's do a quick little intermission. I don't know who this man is that Charleston is speaking with, but he claims to be the founder of the Crips. I'm not sure. I don't know. I just stumbled upon this, and it was quite entertaining. Family, but we got to do better. 2 black men right here didn't get up and fight, and nobody died. Okay? They used their words. They were emotional. But so far, they have lived to tell another day.
Oh, nigga, I ain't got to justify motherfucking thing what I done said, my nigga. I done said it. And yeah. I don't. I ain't got to.
See Wilson ready for the Chud the Builder segment, family.
I don't, my nigga. I done drove too far from this motherfucker. Man.
First, let me start by saying this. And it ain't going to be no rebuttals about this. Shock jocks, killers, whoever the fuck running their mouth. I represent L.A. And I represent this Crip shit. I don't give a fuck about a character, but I care about a person's legacy. Don't no nigga disrespect Nipsey Hussle, Monster Cody, Tookie, Raymond Washington, nigga. It's tried by 12 or carried by 6 anywhere, anytime.
They characters to me, man.
Well, I ain't talking about who nobody else's opinion. I didn't interject you.
I done disrespected them, though.
No.
I done disrespected them, Scub.
No,
you said this in front of me, and I done disrespected them. And I just said I was a shock jock. So, nigga, at any given time, my nigga, if I feel the need to speak on something, it ain't a man alive that can muzzle this mouth.
Hey, fuck a muzzle mouth.
I'm willing to die, kill, and go to jail by what I speak on.
But see, you
lying to me.
Hold on.
That's why I talk so boldly.
Hold on, Chief. Hold up.
No, that's why I talk so boldly.
Hold up.
I get it. But
hold on. We talking like
me. Scared to die.
I know.
I ain't scared to kill no nigga neither.
That ain't what we here for.
You ain't arguing. I'm not, because I'm not doing no motherfucking talking or rebutting.
No, man. Listen, I ain't.
All he been doing is talking. Ain't that all he been doing? Right? You can be judged. And I put this on because you guys are in different chats. You guys like to float through chats, so that way everybody can see everybody. That's why. Please hit the up like. Thank you. All he's been doing is talking, giving us his damn resume. I don't know what this whole podcast was about, but that's all you've been doing, sir. Which you got a microphone right here in your face. What is a microphone used for, sir? Quickly, family. What is a microphone used for? Okay, that's what I thought. To amplify your voice that you're using to speak with.
I don't justify my words. I ain't got to justify my words.
I ain't telling you a motherfucking thing.
I ain't got to justify my words.
Check this out.
I ain't got to justify my words. I ain't got to justify my words to nobody, my nigga. I done said what I done said. So whatever consequences that come with what I done said, I'm willing to accept whatever consequences. I'm willing to accept whatever consequences.
We men, bro. This is my platform, and we I come in love,
but I didn't interrupt nobody, and I'm gonna finish.
But I come in love.
We all have opinions.
But we here talking about what things I done said.
No, I'm not talking about none of that. I'm talking about
without me then.
No.
Y'all don't talk.
No, it ain't like that, bro.
I ain't got to justify motherfucking thing what I done said, my nigga. I done said it. And I don't. I ain't got to justify, my nigga. I done drove too far from this motherfucker. Got me fucked up, man.
Hey,
well, we here.
Well, y'all talk.
We here.
Y'all gonna talk without
California is here, nigga. That's what we meant.
We gotta do better, man.
No, we ain't doing better because this how this game go. When he talked, we didn't say a motherfucker.
Conversation.
You can't have it one-sided. You can't do that in front of us, bro. That's simple as that. You ain't disrespecting other people or kids.
We gotta do better, man.
No. You still, it ain't that.
Bro,
You cannot disrespect.
But I'm saying,
yeah,
but I mean,
that's all
you can't do all the talking and
not in front of us.
I agree with him. I agree with what he said about a character.
Am I right?
Yeah, you agree with it.
I agree what he said about the character.
The character, I agree. But don't sit up in front of us. Yeah, it can't go like that.
Oh, and I'm not sure of the podcast Boss Talk 101. Y'all feel free to go ahead and look that up for yourself. Yeah, that was interesting. I said, oh, okay. Grown men. But like I said, they're both able to, live to see another day. Nobody got stabbed, nobody got shot, nobody got pistol whipped. See how that works? We're not mad at it. C. Wilson said he better watch his back. And I'm not sure. Zero. Okay. I'm Zero. The older I get, the more Charleston White sounds right. See, I won't say my dad is like Charleston White, but his thought process is like, my dad doesn't believe in all that gangbanging stuff. He believes in, like Jim says, pulling your pants up, wearing belts, and just moving a certain type of way, having a certain. My dad would never be out here looking like no Charleston White. I'll say that much. However, some of their thoughts are similar. So I was always raised to just have some dignity, to want better for yourself, to own things, to take pride in what you own, to be a good steward, to, have goals and accomplish them, and not on no fuck shit. Your goals should be something that are going to better your environment, better your lineage, and better society. Your goals shouldn't be to go jack a nigga, rob a nigga, kill a nigga. You know what I'm saying? So I was raised like that. Right, Mayor? And nobody called the police. Hey, Oshun. Hey, baby. Look at y'all over here at the C.C.C. I love when y'all drop down in the C.C.C. And even though I'm double streaming, y'all getting the memo. I love that. Thank you. Charleston White and Tommy Sotomayor. Tommy Sotomayor, I don't know. Tommy don't be like in the streets like Charleston White. Like Charleston White be outside on the block sometimes. I'm not saying he, be doing any like affiliate type moves, but he be outside a lot more. Tommy's more indoor. I don't know. There's a difference between them. Talking points, they have some similar talking points. But yeah, we got to agree with Mayor. And no one called the police the next day. We love it. All right, guys, we're all here for it. C. Wilson's here. Well, we're not all here for it. C. Wilson is here for it. Let's get to it, family. Chud the Builder does not make bond in Montgomery County. Let me give y'all a quick recap on Chud the Builder. He is an IRL, in real life streamer, who goes around and antagonizes people. His favorite people to antagonize are Black people. Once Black people get upset with some of his commentary, he then proceeds to tell them, chimp out. He uses racial slurs. He does the most to antagonize them. All while he's doing this and streaming, he likes to carry a pistol on his hip. So not only does he antagonize, then he shoves a phone in your face, then he antagonizes you. Then when you respond, he makes monkey noises and calls you chipping out. Oh, look, he's chipping. Chimp out, monkey. Chimp out, monkey. Chimp out, monkey. And then when said person that is being antagonized wants to get physical, he's quick to let him know, baby, I will shoot you. Put hands on me, I'll put a bullet in you. I am exercising my First Amendment, freedom of speech. Let's get into it. He was out one day at a courthouse. Come to find out, he had no business at the courthouse, family. Okay? We have a video we've got court documents, and we've got some notes, okay? This is coming from the Paranormal Chris on Twitter. I know it's called X. It will never be called X over here, though. It is Twitter. When I type in twitter.com, it takes me straight to Twitter. Period. Let me share my screen with y'all, family. Let's get into it. And I need to grab some water. Oh, wait, add to stage. Oh, I'm doing it this way. My bad. I'm doing it wrong. Okay. Let's watch a video. Or let me get into these notes. Then we'll watch a video, and then I'll grab my water. There's a couple videos we're going to watch. But here we go. Breaking. Chud the Builder does not make bond in Montgomery County. Here are the highlights. Alex Rawson, who is also in real life streamer. Alex Rawson is known for catching predators. He does his own investigation. I'm not sure about him, but he's a gentleman that's well known in the streaming world that Chud is familiar with. They kind of are in the same sector of getting people's responses. Anywho, Alex Rawson offered to put up $100,000 bond for the bond. Chud the Builder is currently being held on a $1 million bond. And there are people who, that's what this hearing was about. It was to see what's going on with the bond. It was a bond hearing, somewhat. Offered to put up $100,000 bond. He was on the witness stand and showed bank statements showing how much money he had in savings and that he doesn't have an actual business account, just a personal account from his social media ventures. The DA presented details of what transpired outside the courtroom that day of the shooting. It lines up with what I was informed about in those eventually, I was informed about in those details of that day in the previous post. Sounded like the stream will eventually be in their possession. Discussions arise about Dual as a credible source of money as they are trying to wire $1 million to ensure LA bonding in the event Dalton was released. That's Chud's government last name or government first name. Dalton was released and doesn't show up in court. Judge ruled it as an insufficient as gambling funds are not legal in Tennessee, especially from a foreign entity. So they had they're trying to bond this man out, and they are doing the most to do so. Anyways, the judge keeps bond at $1 million, and bonding companies can only bond up to an amount of $100,000 per company, which means Dalton would need 10 separate bonding companies to bond him out. Even if Alex Rawson forks over $500,000, Dalton would still need 5 bonding companies to bond. Dalton's F-250, his Ford 250, had the internal system, they called it a black box, extracted and downloaded for evidence. They will install it back in, and after an itemized list is submitted of what Dalton had in the truck and what hasn't already been seized for evidence, he can get those items back. His Ford 250 can be returned back once the county investigators are done. Seems there were some issues in the Nashville hearing per Dalton's attorney. I will try to find more information, and he does. This guy that I bookmarked is pretty good on what he's doing. So we're going to listen in to this judge real quick.
Rules, courts have to approve any bond, technically any bond over $75,000. Any one bond company. Traditionally, my preference to not go over $100,000. It's going to continue to be my practice. I understand that LA bonding is backed by an insurance company. I do find it somewhat peculiar. As I look at the materials, it looks like the $1 million, quite frankly, it's not clear whether the $1 million is being transferred to
Robzilla, I don't know if I said hello, but hey, Robzilla, welcome back to the States, babe.
Keep their capacity where it needs to be. Right.
Y'all are funny in the chat.
I am that source troubles me. So I'm gonna leave the restriction in place. Any bonding company would be limited to 100,000, translates into 10 bonding companies that make $1 billion bond.
You want us to prepare this order?
You're prepared to order. Any other issues we need to address?
I guess you accept Mr. Rosen as appropriate source, correct, based on his testimony?
He divided up among 5 bonding companies. I mean, I'm not gonna let him get to the bonding business.
Okay.
And let's be clear, it wasn't, I'm not real clear that Mr. Rosen's getting ready to clean out his $500,000 savings account and write a check to Linda Davis, clerk at Circuit Court, Montgomery County. I mean, it's up to him.
Thank you.
Now, let me say, Mr. Finley, I understand that, if all these other cases go away, the current opinion in Davidson County, maybe we'll need to revisit the issue of law. Any other issues we need to address in this case?
Got from the state,
Ms. Bennett?
Your Honor, there was a motion filed to ask for return of his truck and other personal property. I don't know if the sheriff is, I would assume they're done processing that at this juncture.
we are.
Okay, if you're there, as far as the pickup truck, that's perfect.
Yes, sir.
Probably need to itemize things that you want in addition to the pickup truck. I don't know if there's other items.
Your Honor, my position would be that everything needs to be returned that was in the truck to Mr. Etherly unless it's
I'm still stuck on the fact
being held as evidence.
Okay.
I understand there's two.
I'm still stuck on the fact that he drives an F-250. Like, Chud, you're doing all of this, antagonizing and chimping out for the internet, and you pack up into your Ford 250, and I need to see the vehicle first. Does he got it? I mean, an F, child, we don't do Fords in my house. We don't do Fords in my house, so I need to look up Chud's. Not you driving away in a fucking Ford. Oh, gosh. Baby. Let me get this back up.
My understanding was that there was a ticket or application for a ticket in the pickup truck.
I think it was a printout of that itinerary for Mr. Etherly, and we have.
I heard about that, Zero.
That
I heard about that.
and the bulletproof vest.
We're gonna get into it.
I assume they did not have a truck.
Those two, they're in county possession as evidence.
That's why I'm saying we need to make sure that we itemize the items to returns and no misunderstanding.
Yes, Judge.
There's a difference between a pickup truck and a bulletproof vest.
I agree. And I'm not asking if they want to use that as evidence. I understand that.
I mean, that's a 404.
Right, and that's not on today. I don't know that I can itemize everything that's in his truck. I don't know if we can itemize everything that's in his truck, but can we just say everything in his truck minus what's been seized as evidence, and then the state can tell us what they've seized? I mean, I didn't know they ripped the black box out of his truck till just now, so.
Well, you don't rip out a black box, you just take it and extract it.
Well, you're more eloquent than I at times.
Well,
I'll give you that. But I mean, so that was news to us, but I mean, we'd want everything returned if it's not being seized as evidence, is what I'm asking.
I'm sure the sheriff's office will do an inventory.
All right, let's do an inventory. You need to itemize things that you want to keep.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, any other issues we need to address?
Not from the state.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm liking this judge already. He seems no nonsense. He's letting it be live stream. I don't know. I'm liking this. I don't know. I'm liking the tone. I'm really digging the hair. Mayor, I forgot that you're in the chat. I'm sorry. We call them fucked over rebuilt Dodges over here. We're a Chevy family. We're a Dodge family. And the only time we use Dodges is for dualies. But baby, we don't do Fords over here. Absolutely not. No. No. My first pickup was a Chevy Silverado stick shift, baby. Extended cab. Yes, ma'am. No. My daddy used to, let me stop. We don't do Fords over there. Anyways, I'm liking the judge. I'm liking this judge. He seems, Tennessee plays no games. Okay, I'm saying. He said, if you want to be an in real life streamer, let's go ahead and do it. You know how the sheriff of Florida, he gets up there and he's like, and he wanted to be a movie star. Well, let's make him famous. I love when they have a no. And you see how it don't matter if he's it don't matter if he's like white, black, it's just a blind justice. But we're going to get into the details. This is just this little part. We're going to let it play a little bit more, and then we're going to skip over to some more details. More details are coming out. And again, since this one is televised, this will be part of the C.C.C's watch hour time. So y'all be sure to tune in and join us for that. Neptunes, what you say? Lurker and her boo. Only does Chevy. You better stop. Does True Freeman like Chevys too? Baby, I drive a Chevy because I'm heavy. Hey. Yes. Yes. All right. Back to this judge that I'm liking.
All right, Mr. Mayor, if you're prepared to.
Yes, sir.
And sit with this group.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Last thing, Your Honor, there might be 20 bonding companies in this county. And it's my understanding that maybe one or two are willing to do business with us. Is there any way the court would consider raising the amount of money that one bonding company can operate? I mean, 10 different bonding companies is onerous. It's very, very difficult for us to get 10 bonding companies to do business with Mr. Ethelman.
That's a Pandora's box that I'm not going to answer. I mean, that's a policy that has been followed for some time. In fact, I think I actually increased the amount for my predecessor.
I think it was 50 before, and you raised it to 75.
Oh, actually, that, quite frankly, it's a practical matter. I've raised it to 100. Clear, I mean, as long as the bonding company's got that capacity. All right?
Thank you, Judge. Thank you.
All right, that's the end of that. Let's get back over here, family. Minimize. All right, let's go back up here. Okay, so let's add some more from our friend Paranormal Chris. The DA in the bond hearing against Dalton Etherly, aka Chud the Builder, details what occurred, what led up to Etherly shooting Joshua Fox. Dalton walked up to Fox after a verbal altercation. Dalton walks away, looking back and still talking while Fox was looking at him. Fox gets up and starts motioning Dalton to get away. Dalton turns around and switches selfie stick to other hand, reaches in pocket. Fox turned around and then walked back towards Dalton. Dalton struggling to get the gun out of his pocket. Fox hits Dalton as he's pulling the gun out and fires 7 shots. Family, I did not know. I only knew about the 2 shots. The one hitting the victim and the one hitting Chud the Builder himself. I didn't know that he let off 7 shots. That's crazy. Outside a courthouse? That's crazy. The DA, so that means you're not trained. I hope they take his gun rights. Because if someone's in your face, they hit you, Well, it also said in the 911 call or whatever call, Dalton says, Chad the Builder says, I shot him and he kept on wailing on me. So maybe I guess he felt he needed more shots, but 7 shots. Maybe that first shot should have been no, it shouldn't have been. He shouldn't have been there. He shouldn't have been there in the first place. Anyways, DA also brings up specific posts from Dalton Etherly's post on Twitter, arguing potential motive and intent. Series finale is dead chimp on the pavement and you monkeys rioting when I walk free. Stay tuned. Well, guess what, Chad the Builder? We're staying tuned. We're staying tuned. One more video, family. One more. Let me get into
something out of his pocket.
Let's go run this back. Let me red ball it back, family. Oh, this is going to be a wonderful trial to stream. I love it.
From North 3rd Street and proceed to go to the main entrance and just sit on those concrete planters. Mr. Etherly probably makes it to the parking lot about 1:12, starts walking across. That's on the North 2nd Street side, starts walking across, selfie stick in hand. Immediately walks right in front of Mr. and Mrs. Fox. And now we don't have audio yet of it, but he stops right at Mr. and Mrs. Fox, and what can only be assumed is starts his live streaming right there. The same thing he does, approaches the first black people he could see. That happens for maybe a minute right there. Mr. Etherly walks away, selfie stick in his right hand. He's still looking back at Mr. Fox over here. Mr. Fox is looking at him. Mr. Fox does get up and approach Mr. Etherly.
Yeah. Where does this interaction take place?
Right on, it's closer to the North 3rd Street side of the courthouse. As you're walking out the courthouse, looking at the historic courthouse.
What, it is on the courthouse property?
Oh, yes, yes.
How far away from the plaza, for lack of a better description? The plaza being that planted area.
Well, it was right, it had, all this occurred right at the last set of planters on the left-hand side. Mr. Fox is seen in the video making gestures to Mr. Etherly. Mr. Etherly switches his selfie stick to the left hand. He puts his right hand in his suit pocket. This is prior to any physical interaction. Mr. Fox walks away from him. He comes back. Mr. Etherly is trying to reach something out of his pocket. Just common sense says it's the firearm because he has the selfie stick in his left hand. And then Mr. Fox strikes him. As the gun comes out, 7 shots are fired within seconds. 5 of them, I believe, struck Mr. Fox as they went to the ground fighting. That is the case. Like I said at the prelim, some of these are going to be splitting hairs. Some of this law about self-defense, the proportionate to use deadly force.
I got a little notification from StreamYards. They say they little signal. So forgive me if it turns blurry or slow. Listen, the DA said is a punch worth deadly force, especially when it's your quote unquote content to antagonize people. So if somebody punches you, well, if it's Mike Tyson, you better shoot that nigga because you won't get up after that punch. But it's a punch. This is going to be good. This is going to be real good. Come on, Tennessee. Break it down for us. Break it down for us, Tennessee.
Whether there was provocation that negates a self-defense claim, all those things happen later. But some of these things showing just some 404B stuff, motive and intent. He has posted things on X, made other videos on X, on what his intent is. For instance, on May 4th of this year on X, he posted, "Keep encouraging your fellow blacks to assault me. When you see a chimp with their brains blown out on the timeline, just know y'all did this to your own." May 7, 2016, this is 6 days before this event. Chud the Builder posts on X, "I will defend my life with lethal force. Do not approach me with intent to threaten bodily harm." And then he posts another response to himself. "Series finale is dead chimp on the pavement and you monkeys rioting when I walk free. Stay tuned." That's
Wow.
just a
Wow.
one, it shows his motive and intent on what his business model is. Does it rise to provocation when he then takes to the street and interacts with black people to get a response? Could very easily be provocation, which negates any self-defense or the proportionality of the force used by Mr. Etherly to a punch in the face. He uses deadly force. Mr. Etherly has to reasonably believe of imminent danger of death or serious bodily injury in that confrontation with Mr. Fox. So there are legal aspects to the reasons why this was done and the actions my office took. So, and those were all the things that were argued. I think the bond is reasonable. Whether the court wants to put requirements and conditions on how a bond would be made, I think that would serve Mr. Finley better.
We're all over at the C.C.C, but hey, babe, thanks for dropping through. So y'all hear this? Baby, Chud's going down. Down, down, down. Chud's going down. Down, down, down. I'm still trying to find pictures of that F-250 he drives. I haven't had any luck. So if you guys have it, drop it in the replay comments, please. Hi, Reef. Reef, it is so weird to me that you have, like, no other regular subby has a freaking moderator stick in this chat on the C.C.C podcast. And you had the nerve on Monday to ask me, what's the link to the C.C.C podcast? And you got a damn moderator stick over here. Oh, wait. Hey, baby, good to see ya. Hit the up like while you're here. Chud is cooked, family. And then hold on. Zero wants to know if I will be, what does Zero say? Will I be covering Jim's Fed case? Unfortunately, Fed cases aren't really open to the public. We had to go through that with P. Diddy, right? So, I mean, I won't have access to that. Well, wait, I lied. Yes, I will. Because supposedly I'm being implicated in that Fed case. So, yeah, I'll give y'all the tea on that. Facts. Sure will. Watch Hour Wednesday coming through. Yeah, you can hit the down like over there, Mary. That's fine. Y'all can come go through as you please. Thank y'all. Just got here. Is Chud getting out? Hell no. Hell no, Chud ain't getting out. You're going to have to red ball this mug because I'm up here solo dolo today and I've already done an hour. Chud is not getting out. I don't know if you know who Alex Rawson is, Prometheus, but he's also a streamer who catches predators and pedophiles and all that jazz. He went and took the stand because he was willing to put up Chud's bond. And the judge said, nah. The judge was like, y'all got to come harder than this. Your bank account's got to be established. Chud was like, or not Chud, Alex Rawson was like, I don't have a business account, but I do have a savings account. And then some other company tried to come in named Dual. And I guess they're a gambling company. And with Tennessee's laws, they said, nope, that can't happen here. Plus, they have banking out of the country. So, nope, the judge didn't test it. The defense team was asking about Chud's personal items that were seized by the police. I guess his truck was seized and they took the black box out. And it sounds like the DA does have their hands on the actual stream. I think he said something about the sound will be coming soon. I guess they don't have the sound for it right now. It sounds they sound confident that they'll get it though. So no, Chud remains in jail, locked up. Got me locked up, won't let me out. Blind justice is being served over there because the judge ain't playing. All right, I think that's all I have for y'all today. Let me see, was there something else? Oh wait, there is more for Chud. Ciao, boo. So supposedly, this is coming from TMZ. Is my screen still shared with you guys? Oh no, because I jumped over here. Supposedly, Chud the Builder has put out, like, I don't know if it's a GoFundMe or something, but his fiance, I think Zero put it in the chat, that his F-250's been seized by the police for investigation, and we don't know if this is going to trial. He's taking a plea. We don't know yet. We're barely getting through the bond and the preliminaries. But his fiance is requesting money. He was evicted from the trailer, which the fiance lives in. It's just a mess. But Chud the Builder should have thought of that. Like, if you knew, because the judge, you heard the DA read out his tweets where it was like, season finale, I'm going to walk free. Well, did you not know that there's a protocol to things? Did you not prepare 6 months in it? Isn't that what they say all the time? Prepare for emergencies. 6 months in savings. Blah, 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 blah. Make sure you know what I mean? If something happens to your only vehicle, make sure you got a little stash for that as well. But you're too busy worried about Black people chimping out than taking care of your fiance who you proposed to. Now she's not set up for anything because you can't make bond. Shabu. What them revenue checks hitting for, Chud? Any updates on Roy? Yeah, actually there is. He said he's doing well. He said it's not that serious and he's okay. So, Roy, if you're catching the replay, drop down and let us know. Prometheus says, okay, hold on. Let me come back up here with you guys because I was over on the other screen. Doesn't Bossman and True have court on the 16th? It was denied. Y'all didn't hear? True Freeman was over there. I'm not sure. True Freeman showed something on his channel saying the restraining order was denied. So if they have court on the 16th, that's news to me. Prometheus says, damn, sounds like they want to keep him in there. Probably because that dude is a danger to society. Probably. And the way the DA, you'll have to red ball it back, but the way the DA set it up, they started reading his tweets out and they were like, this is provocation. This doesn't prove self-defense. You know, you can't just go out with a premeditated thought of, let me go piss people off. And if they react to me, I'm going to kill them and I'm going to be justified. Absolutely not. And I see Tennessee is calling it out. I like to see it. Okay? I like to see it. I love it. We also talked about Karmelo Anthony, Prometheus. Well, duh, by the title. Why isn't this being charged as a hate crime also? It could be escalated to that. It could be escalated to that. Good point, C. Wilson. She's a trad wife. I'm in my trailer waiting for my man to pull up in his F-150 or F-250 after he's just harassed Black people for the internet. Hashtag happy wife, happy life. Oh, gosh. They do have court on the 16th. Oh, okay. The temporary restraining order was denied, but they still have court on the 16th. Oh, gosh. Oh boy. All right. Well, we'll keep our ears to the street for that. That's in 2 weeks. I wonder if he would have did this to the rainbow people, would it be different? To the LGBT people? The rainbow people? Who's rainbow people? The LGBTQ people? Oh, you're saying it would have been a hate crime then? Possibly. Good point, C. Wilson. You're making good points. You're making great points. I don't know. We shall see. We shall see. Like I said, we're going to keep up with this, though, for our Watch Hour Wednesday. We're going to be keeping up with the Karmelo and, keeping up with a few things. But that's just our agenda for the Watch Hours. All right, y'all. I've done my hour plus some. Thank you all for being here, floating in and out of the chat. I know I said I had more on Chud the Builder, but it was just TMC discussing his finances. So that's all it was. Nothing too much more. But as soon as we get it, I'll be clipping it and sharing it. All right. Thank y'all for being here. Hey, Will, you're coming in late. Hit the red ball. Hit the red ball. Thank you, C. Wilson. And thank you for being here and participating. Y'all hit the up like and enjoy the rest of your Thursday. Peace.